Speaking of AI changing a lot of stuff.
More AI.
Yeah.
Google AI.
What a great segue.
Yeah.
Google
All right.
AI.
So there is a little new exclusive piece from Android Authority. We'll link it below. Sort of detailing everything we're expecting with Pixel 9 and Google deciding to umbrella everything together into a bucket called Google AI that includes some existing features we've already seen and has some new features. And that will all probably be announced alongside Pixel 9 in a couple weeks. I think this makes a lot of sense. I made an entire video pretty recently called AI as a feature versus AI as a product. This is very much AI as a feature. We're just giving you a bunch of features on your phone. And so it looks like this. Basically, Circle to Search will be inside of Google AI because that's basically what's happening. It's recognizing the image, searching it, using semantics, figuring out what you're looking for, giving you results. Great, super useful. There's a new one, though, called Add Me. And we're not really sure how it works, but the text says, make sure everyone's included in a group photo, which could be as creepy or as regular as you're imagining it.
Right.
Who knows?
Right.
Yep.
I was wondering, there's two ways this could go.
Yeah, wait.
There's two ways this could go.
Make sure.
We're very unclear of what this actually means, but Google has done some really creepy stuff in the past with image editing. So the creepier way that this could go is, say, like you're with your friends, somebody has to take the picture. So
Yo, Photoshop me in.
yeah,
I got you.
exactly. So
No, I don't want the AI tag on Instagram.
the craziest kind of creepy thing would be if you took the photo and it also took a photo with the front facing camera and then somehow created your body.
AI creates your body, stitches you in.
Yeah,
that's
that's probably not going to happen, but also I've seen crazier things.
It's Google.
I was the defender of the face swap thing.
The best shot.
The
Is that
best
true?
shot.
Best
yeah.
take or best
Face
shot.
swap is so much better of a name for that.
That's what's happening.
But like, so my guess on this would be like you take a group photo, but it sees that in the groups of photos you took that day in that location had someone else. Then would it be like, oh, should this person be included in the group, and then squeeze them over? And I defended face swap. That's weird.
I get what you're
If
saying.
we're adding whole new people to things,
You're like,
that's my line.
yeah, okay, you're on a hike with 5 people. One guy's got the pixel. He's been taking the group shots of 5 people over and over again. And then
Been there,
he
am I
takes,
right?
and then at the end of the hike, he takes like 3 or 4 pictures where they're actually in it, but it's not all 6 people, obviously. And Google goes, I can make sure everyone's in the picture. And then just, morphs together one giant group photo. And you're like, oh, okay, now I have a photo of an image of a moment that never really happened, but maybe that's useful because now we're
I
all in
was
the
there.
group photo.
Yeah.
And I'm just picturing like you got photobombed a couple times and then they picture like they just add the photobomber
Yeah.
to all your pictures and you're like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could go wrong, could be creepy.
Another option I could see is you're taking a photo with the regular camera and one of the people in the group photo is like slightly cropped out of it because you're trying to cram everybody in. Maybe it takes a photo with the wide angle camera and the main camera and then it magic erasers moves or magic edits moves them into the image so that they're all in the frame. That'd be my guess because I could actually see that happening.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that could
I see how that makes sense.
possible.
The name Add Me sounds like we're adding something that's not.
Yeah, add me.
Yeah.
Add Me? Yeah, the naming
Add me
of
to the picture.
It's like when someone's taking the picture, they're like, yo, add me to that picture. Like literally add me to the picture.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be someone who's completely not in the picture.
What is a photo?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that's what's
This is
happening.
so weird.
But yeah, it's in there. That's under the umbrella of Google AI. But there are a couple more. Another one is called Screenshots, and the text reads, find the info you need from your screenshots, which obviously if you already have screenshots, you can search through them with Google Photos. But I think a lot of people like me take a lot of screenshots just to remember things. And people have called this like the Microsoft recall of Android, but without it's not just constantly looking at what you're doing. It's only with screenshots you take.
Yeah.
So boarding passes, whatever. You probably take screenshots of useful things you need to remember. This is going to be a nice little tool to help find the info in those screenshots. kind of doesn't seem that different from what happens in photos, but we'll see.
Yeah, it sounds like the exact
Yeah.
same thing.
I don't know. People are speculating that they're going to add like special metadata to the screenshots based on the text and make it easier to index and search. But for some reason, you can already do a lot of that semantic searching in Google Photos. Yeah.
They're
And it's
so indexed already.
Yeah.
But
I'm very
great.
very curious what that means.
I just found something on my phone yesterday, I think, that archives screenshots after 30 days now. And it's the best thing ever.
Which is good if you never need that information again.
You never need that information again.
Right in Google
I've
Keep.
needed screenshot
I don't know.
for a while.
The only screenshot I want to keep is I take a screenshot of my homepage with the folders up with the apps, because if I accidentally mess an app up and then it's gone, and then I cannot figure out how I had it set up until I spend like days
You need that on
second
day
naturing
31.
trying to click things. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the last one is called Studio, and the text reads, "You imagine it, Pixel creates it." So it kind of sounds like just a straight up image generation tool built into the Pixel, kind of like, you know, the AI Image Playgrounds app we just saw Apple add to the iPad and the iPhone, or it's just the iPad, I guess.
No, I think it's the iPhone too.
It has a dedicated app on the iPad.
Doesn't it have a dedicated app on the iPhone too?
Oh, it's not.
Maybe
no
not.
data. Maybe not.
I don't know.
But same idea. You just type a prompt and it just makes an image for you. And then TBD, how much creativity it gives you. Is it a couple set styles? Is it photorealistic? Who knows? But it's just like, hey, we got Dolly and we put it on your phone, and now it's called Studio.
If we get something as creepy as the terrified mother from the Apple Intelligence
Can't believe
event,
they shipped that.
then I
My
would be
new
okay
favorite
with it.
slap emoji.
The more I look back at that, the more I'm shocked that made it. That thing was a wild image.
Yeah.
Wait, can
Anyway.
I ask a question that might be dumb?
No.
And I probably should have asked at the start of this conversation.
Wow.
The Google, when we're saying coming to Google AI, or like, is this replacing Assistant?
No, I think this is like a new section on your phone where they're just putting all the AI stuff. Like an AI section.
What? What are you doing, Google? What
Yes.
the fuck is all of this?
Yes.
Also, my normal assistant now, every time I do something, it's just like, do you want to do that with Gemini? And I'm like, I would if you did it together. But
Yeah.
that's like saying, do you want to not use the thing you just did?
Do you want to not use me?
I don't.
Yeah.
It's hard. I mean, it's hard to package these features. I think
No, it's
No, this could all be one thing.
They could have been Google Assistant.
My favorite thing in here is it says Gemini, your AI assistant built in, but assistant is lowercase. So now I know it has nothing to
just
do with
feel-
assistant. I think we're getting rid of assistant eventually, and it's going to be Gemini.
I think so.
But this weird, awkward stage of like, I'm dating a new girl, but still living with my ex of a Gemini assistant is very confusing.
I agree with that. I'm just saying, if you're a smartphone
That's so
company
good.
and you have this wide variety of AI features that kind of have nothing to do with each other, how do you inform the user of all of them in one place without burying them in each app?
I think it's easier to inform the user than being like, hey, do you know all these things you like? Well, if you want to use the new stuff, too bad. You can't use the old stuff
I'm
anymore.
just sad because Google has had AI features for literally forever on the Pixel.
Yeah.
Like every year they introduce new AI features and they don't need to brand it as such.
I think that's my theory is people just didn't know about them or use them at all. And they built, like, we know about them. We know about Circle to Search. We know about the things like searching inside of images inside Google Photos and like all the indexing it does. But do you think regular people do that on a regular basis?
Probably not.
In this age of AI, Google's kind of trying to shove them all in front of you. Like, look, here's the AI section where we've cleverly named all of these things so you can like poke around and actually find them useful. I think that's what they're trying to do here. I agree with what you're saying about Gemini and Assistant should be.
So
together.
I agree with what you're saying as well, but I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Does this now make all those people who didn't know about it before know about it? I think everyone just skips all of this again, and
I think it's
still
their
teach
version
them.
of like Apple Intelligence, you know?
Right. It's what Apple just did with Apple Intelligence. They've grouped it all together. And they don't even have a section in the settings app where it's like, here's all the Apple Intelligence stuff. They just call it Apple Intelligence and then just spread them out through apps. Like it's writing tools inside of certain things. It's math notes inside of Calculator. It's Siri. It's
But
a
that's
bunch
why
of
all
stuff.
this inside of Google Assistant, I think, would make more
I
sense.
don't think Math Notes
I
is
think it's,
considered
well-
Apple Intelligence.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think a lot of this stuff will be built into Gemini and no one will ever find it.
Yeah.
Correct. I agree.
So they're just putting it at the top in an AI bucket so that people find it.
I think that is a good idea ultimately, But
And all of our parents will just be like, update. Oh, cool. And never see this.
This is better than them never even seeing it.
True.
Wait,
True.
I maybe misunderstood. Is this replacing Gemini?
No, this includes.
Oh, wait.
Have you seen the
No, it is
screenshot?
Gemini.
No.
Okay, the screenshot is of I guess what they're thinking a leak of this menu will look like. It's just an AI section in the settings, and you open it up, and it's like, here are all of the AI things on your phone. And at the top, it's like Gemini and Assistant. And underneath, it says Circle to Search. Here's what you can see on your screen. Underneath, it says Add Me. It's a feature where you can make sure everyone's in your photo. So it's just, here are all the AI features.
Okay.
And you can probably poke into one and try it out, and it'll give you probably some visual demo of how it works.
This is giving me big vibes of like when I have too many things on my desktop, so I create a new folder, drag everything into there, and just call that new desktop.
That's exactly what's happening.
I usually call it sort later and then never get to it.
But if you're a $1 trillion company, you call it AI. So
I guess
There you go.
the question at the real base of this is, where does this screen appear? What is this screen? Is this a thing that pops up when you first
Maybe when
start
you're
your
setting-
phone and you're
setting up
setting
the
it up?
Pixel?
When you
Yeah.
update your phone later, is this going to set up, or is this just in the settings somewhere? And
I'm guessing it's in the settings and it's at setup.
because
you know
I think
how on-
setup makes the most.
You know how on
sense.
Pixel that you'll get that redundant notification that pops up every now and then, or persistent notification that's like, finish setting up your Pixel, and you click it, and then it just basically tries to teach you how to use your phone.
Add contacts.
And you just scroll
Sign
just
in.
enough so it stops annoying me about it.
Right. Because
yeah.
it always pops up unless you do every single thing inside of it.
Yeah,
So,
it's gonna jump in that bucket.
yeah, probably. You guys want to see how tan I am now?
I think the Clips outro does.
Whoa. You're green.
Okay, so
You're green.
look at that.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
you got.
Oh my gosh. This really shows up on the camera.
You got.
PSA,
my
if
friend.
you're going to touch grass, wear sunscreen.
Very important.
Well, I'm not burned. I mean, I was for a bit. This is a tan. Look at the tan.
After you got burned.
Yeah.
The only way to even it out is to
converted.
wear a shooter sleeve and go back.
I left right in the mic. That was
that would be great.
Wait. Oh my gosh, yeah. Holy crap.
How did you find that so fast?
Waveform after dark.
Wow. Well, now that you've gotten to the end of the clip and this, you should subscribe.
I don't know if they should.
Yeah, I understand if you don't, but do it. Is this really the Clips outro?
Do it.